The Vegas Golden Knights, Carter Hart, this is actually a thing. All right, let's talk about it. Here on Vegas Hockey Up Shorts, where we do these 5-minute short breakdowns here on prconnectionsradio.com, the voice of new media. I'm your host, Ian Rakelli, and it has been reported by multiple sources that it has been very close, and it is pretty much a done deal that the Vegas Golden Knights are going to be signing goaltender Carter Hart to a 2-year deal around $2 million. And there is a lot of backlash on social media, some positive, some negative, but there is one thing that really needs to be asked about Carter Hart. If Carter Hart is in Vegas, if Carter Hart does eventually suit up, he puts on the sweater, and he is with the Vegas Golden Knights, is he better than the two goalies they have now? Because I understand that it's early in the season, right? It's still so early in the 25-26 season, but is Carter Hart better than an above-average Adin Hill? Is Carter Hart better than what Akira Schmid has done as a backup in Vegas? Because most people really haven't been answering this question. In fact, there's a lot of people who don't want to answer the question about the talent of Carter Hart. Now, I understand the World Juniors, the Team Canada, all the trials and everything that's happening there. Okay? Anyone who's been around hockey for the last couple of years, you know about that situation. But we also understood there was going to be a team that was going to stick its neck out and sign one of those players. And with all the reports coming out about Carter Hart and Vegas, this is going to be essentially a done deal. And 2 years, $2 million, so essentially 2 by 4. If Carter Hart does play for Vegas and he puts up around the same numbers as Adin Hill, will people look at that as a success, or will Carter Hart have to put up numbers that are better than Adin Hill's? Or, unfortunately, we have to address this because it has been a problem outside of maybe last year. Adin Hill is injury prone, okay? Adin Hill has had a habit of his career of missing time due to injuries. So Carter Hart being brought in is essentially a backup for Adin Hill when he gets injured. Adin Hill has only had one season where he played full time. He wasn't hurt at any point. Now, Akira Schmid is a good backup. I mean, I've been making an argument on this show that Akira Schmid is actually one of a quality backup when you give him enough starts. We actually saw him play in 4 or 5 games already with your Vegas Golden Knights. We have seen what Akira Schmid can do in a small sample size. So to answer that question, if you're signing Carter Hart to be on the same level as Adin Hill, we know what the talent was going into his career before he had his 6 years in Philadelphia. We understand what the talent has with Carter Hart. The question Vegas is going to have to answer now is, will this contract be worth bringing him in with all of the backlash that's going to come from it? So I'm going to leave the comments open, maybe for my best interest, maybe not. But if you think the Carter Hart is going to do good here in Vegas, let me know. If you think that this is a terrible decision by Vegas, let me know. But yes, this is Vegas Hockey Up Shorts, where we do these 5-minute breakdowns. And yeah, Carter Hart and Vegas. Let's see what happens here. All right, Vegas Hockey Hub. your host, Ian Rakelli, and let's see what happens here.
PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.